Hello, I'm Florence, and today we're going to be looking at an overview of the local supply chain platform. We're going to be looking at two areas of the system, including pipeline projects and expressions of interest. Together, these tools form the area of our platform that we refer to as the early market engagement section. We find that this area of the platform is really beneficial to our customers, either when they're trying to identify which suppliers they know about within the vicinity of their project, or when they're trying to evidence to a client they have strong knowledge of local suppliers. The area that we will first start with is our project section. In the project section, we can either create a new project or we can visit a project that we've previously created. For today, we're going to create a new project. Once in the project creation screen, we can start to put information in, such as the title, the project reference, and you can also start to add a description of your project. You can also link projects through to a particular business unit to help with reporting purposes. These business units are configured within the system to make it easier for your teams to find them. You can also select estimated start and completion dates if you have this information, and you can put in an estimated overall value of the project. You are then able to choose the project status. Today, we're creating a project at pipeline stage, but you can create it at different stages depending on the project status. You are also able to link your project through to a client, which then allows you to generate reports to see how you are performing for each individual client that you work for. You can then drop a pin in the map for where your project is going to be located. This can either be done with a postcode, or you can put a town or city name in here. We then also have some procurement settings, so this depends how you want to get responses later down the line. Once you're into the procurement process and you're issuing out tenders, you can also use the platform to identify specific business types, and this might be social enterprises, micro-businesses, tradespeople or apprentices. Once that information has been populated, you're then able to save your project and add in other team members who may need visibility of the project. The system will remember previous team members that have been added to projects, and it knows who else is in your team throughout the configuration process, so you're able to quickly select from the drop-down list and add in your team members. After setting up your project, you can come to this area. This is a dashboard that shows you the progress on each of your pipeline projects. The blue section shows you contractors that are watching your projects. By watching a project, a contractor is saying to you that they are interested in either working on this project or having the opportunity to tender for it. When it gets to this stage, we can further break down this information in our market area. You are then able to filter or expand this information by using the mileage radius button. Once you've selected your preferred distance, you're then able to view all the contractors that fall within the mileage of your project. This information can then be further broken down using the filters. We can either filter by contractor, or you can use features such as your labels. For today, we're filtering by trade, and this is now going to show you all the ground workers within 20 miles of your project. Once you've identified the suppliers within the vicinity of your project, you can then issue an expression of interest. An expression of interest is a notification to subcontractors to ask if they would be interested in working on your project. The system can be used to find specific trades or services that fall within the mileage you determine. You're also able to go in and deselect any suppliers that you do not wish to include. You can create multiple expressions of interest at once for different trades, and you're also able to go into each individual one and set a date for the subcontractor to respond. You can also select start on-site and off-site dates, which are specific to each individual expression of interest you are sending. You can also use the label function to send only to your pre-approved supply chain. Once the expression of interest has been issued, you can see responses coming back from the subcontractors who are watching your projects. You can gain more visibility of who's responded to your projects by clicking into the individual expression of interest. Here, you can see every subcontractor who's responded to say they'd be interested in working on this project, and those who have not yet responded or have declined. You can then include these subcontractors in the next stage of the procurement process and invite them to tender. Thank you for listening to this overview.